At 11, police in Chesterfield County are investigating a series of car break-ins, and one of the victims was a Richmond police officer. Good evening, I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
And I'm Stephanie Rochon. A thief broke into about a dozen cars in two neighborhoods in southwest Chesterfield overnight.
But what concerns investigators the most is what was stolen from the car of a Richmond detective. John Burkett has tonight's top story.
On the neighborhood sign, Charleston Estates is labeled a first-choice community.
This really scared my wife.
Sean House, who's lived here for a few years, says he thought it was the last place he'd ever see crime.
She went out to the car to get something and noticed that the car had been broken into and everything was thrown all over the place, and that her purse, her wallet, her bank card and everything was missing. And
Chesterfield police sources confirming that here in the Charleston Estates neighborhood overnight about 12 cars were broken into. Just down the street a few more, and one of the victims over in a neighboring community is an unmarked Richmond police detective's car. They ransacked the back and stole his weapon and bulletproof vest.
I didn't hear anything.
Deborah Woodson says she's a light sleeper, so the crooks must have been stealth. She says when she was taking the trash out this morning, she noticed something near the back of her nephew's Dodge Charger.
I thought it was a snake at the back of Reggie's police car, and as I got closer to it, I realized that someone had broken into his vehicle.
Police sources say there were no signs of forced entry to any of the cars, so more than likely they were left unlocked. House admits to that, but says those days are over.
I've got a security system on my house that I probably haven't used in the 2 years I've lived here, but now it'll be turned on. I'm going to be putting motion sensors on the outside of my house, and the cars will, no question about it, be locked up every night now. So it's going to change a lot.
And loose change is something the thieves snatched, along with GPS devices, wallets, even a camera. In Chesterfield County, John Burkett, CBS 6 News.
New
Tonight, a burglary not at a home or business. This one happened at a police department. Tonight, several police-issued weapons are missing. The crooks made off with 4 shotguns and a taser. They broke into the Galloway Police Department. Galloway is a small town of just under 1,000 people in Fayette County. Now folks there are worried who is running around with all those missing weapons.
Folks go about their daily routine in Galloway, but now in the back of their minds is the thought of those stolen police weapons.
It's kind of scary that somebody's got a bunch of guns.
They broke just a small area of the glass, pushed it out, reached in, and unlocked the door.
Galloway's Vice Mayor Dennis Timm says the crooks then pried open a gun rack and took off with 4 Remington 12-gauge shotguns and a taser.
I really couldn't believe it. I didn't think there was people out there that was really dumb enough to do something like that.
Town leaders shut down the police force in May. They say they simply didn't have enough money to keep it up and running. They locked up the building, parked the squad cars behind this fence, and started to rely on the Fayette County Sheriff's Department for protection. It was certainly no secret the building wasn't staffed.
Does this make you angry?
Yeah, it does. But it's in the hands of the TBI and the ATF right now.
The TBI is leading the investigation. Initial reports say the shotguns and the taser are all that's missing. Vice Mayor Timm says the building also housed police pistols, and the evidence locker had evidence from past and upcoming cases. All of that is now under lock and key out of town somewhere else. Galloway may be cash-strapped, but they know this is important, so they've posted a $500 reward, hoping that reward will get someone to speak up, call in, and help TBI make an arrest. Something that would go a long way toward bringing back peace of mind to those in this small town.
All right, here's where you come in. If you can help, and remember there's that $500 reward, call the TBI, the number 1-800-TBI-FIND.